can I just say, use protection. If you're not ready to be a parent, use freaking protection. And now, my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Favor, and today we are going to be reacting, judging some of Reddit's "Am I the Asshole" posts. If you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you. Anyways, so there are going to be 4 categories. Nobody's the asshole, meh, definitely an asshole, and jail. So I haven't read or gone through any of these. Let's read them together. Okay, so the first story. Am I the asshole for telling my husband no to getting lunch in the middle of the workday with my husband's brother and in-laws before he leaves for his final year of college? In the last few hours, I, female 28, found out that my husband, male 30, made tentative lunch plans with his family and brother without asking me about my schedule for next Thursday. Edited for clarity. I told my husband to go without me if that's the day everyone is set on. I'm not mad about him going, just more of his expectations that I would drop everything to join lunch during work, and he's annoyed that I've said no, but my work takes priority, and if this was planned for after work, then it would be more than doable. We are leaving for a wedding this weekend and returning home on Sunday. The plan, I thought, was to stop by my in-laws' house on the drive back to say goodbye to my husband's brother before he leaves for his senior year of college. A few days later on Thursday afternoon. We both work mostly remote jobs, and I have general working hours from 9ish to 5ish, or from 10ish to 6ish. The only time I'm able to comfortably leave my desk is to go to my workout class for 1 to 1.5 hours right before the start of my day. My FIL, what's FIL? Oh my days. Texted my husband and said my BIL. You guys, my BIL was depressed. FIL. I don't know what that is. FIL. I'm guessing, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing BIL is like brother-in-law. I'm not sure. Anyways, my FIL texted my husband and said my BIL was depressed, that he couldn't see my husband before leaving, even though we were going to stop by to say goodbye on Sunday. My FIL told him that he realizes my husband is busy, but to try to accommodate. This upsets me for a couple of reasons. 1, I got the impression that my FIL doesn't care about my job schedule, and he doesn't feel like it's hard to accommodate such a request, when in reality meetings are generally scheduled more than a week out, and even if it's not a meeting heavy day or week, there's still work to do, especially in my field of public health, where it's very research and writing focused. It seems like he only prioritized my husband's schedule, and I would just tag along or agree to everything. Number 2, we see my husband's family at least 1 to 2 times a month, and they live 30 minutes from us. Anything more than that, I feel like I would get anxious, as I am naturally more of an introvert and I need time at home to reset my social battery, whether it's family or friends. So from then on, to act like it's not good enough for us to swing by the day after a wedding to come say goodbye on Sunday instead of Thursday rubs me the wrong way. I'm pretty upset about the lack of communication from my husband's side. He went ahead and tentatively said let's meet for lunch next Thursday, right before his brother drives off to college, then caught me up with the plans. Any other time after work would have been fine, and now he's annoyed at me because I can't step out for lunch with his family during the work day on specifically a Thursday, which round trip would be at least 3 to 4 hours. It hurts me as because I always make sure to communicate with him before proposing or committing to plans with anyone. Am I the asshole? Sis, you're definitely not the asshole, because why is the husband saying yes to plans that involve you? Why is your husband saying yes to plans that involve you without communicating with you? The husband is the asshole, and then he has the audacity to get upset. That feels a little bit entitled, no? No? I mean, you should like, oh babes, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I want to happen. Like, communication. The husband is definitely the asshole. Second story. Am I the asshole for not buying my cousin something to eat when we went to the beach? Okay, so I did let my cousin choose something we both like. I, female 25, took my cousin, female 6, and my kids, male 4 and female 6, to the beach this past weekend. I offered to take my cousin because she's around the same age as my kids, and they get along great, so I thought it would be fun. While we were there, we went out to eat. My cousin is extremely picky, and anytime I buy her food while we are out or cook anything, she takes a few bites and throws the rest away. I told her I was not buying her any food and that her and I could share something and she could have as much of it as she likes. Well, she didn't like that because I got my kids their own meals, which they ate all of. We ended up sharing anyways, and she like like I thought, she took a few bites and then said she was full. The rest of the day was fine. Well, flash forward to after I drop her back home, I get the text from my aunt asking why I didn't buy her own meal, and that my cousin is telling her we shared while my kids didn't. I explained the situation to her and she told me I could have packed her food up to go if she didn't eat it. But I don't see the issue, seeing as she did exactly what I thought she would do, and she also had other food throughout the day that we packed, such as snacks and sandwiches. So am I the asshole? No, babes, you're not the asshole. You're definitely not. I mean, yeah, you could have packed the remaining food if you did get her like something separate and she did not finish it, but like, you guys shared, she had a bit, she had snacks throughout the day, so what exactly is the problem? Her auntie, what's the problem? You're calling to complain, you're texting to complain. What's the problem? You're not the asshole, okay? You're not the asshole. I've said it. Alright. Third story, I think. I'm not sure. But this one seems a bit spicy. From the title. Am I the asshole for telling my sister to stop expecting me to play baby daddy? let's get right into it. My 29 female twin sister Maya has a 1-year-old son, Lucas. A little backstory: she had a horrible pregnancy right from the first trimester and had to quit her job since she was spending too much time out of the office. Her ex-boyfriend turned out to be a POS who claimed Maya had cheated on him and pinned the baby on him. And when my family insisted on taking a paternity test as soon as the baby was born, he agreed but went out for some milk before the due date. Can I just say, use protection. If you're not ready to be a parent, use freaking protection. Because how will you get somebody pregnant and then disappear? Make the child fatherless. Shake my head. Oh. Anyways, after Lucas was born, finances became too tricky with a newborn and Maya's postpartum complications. She asked if I could let her stay with me temporarily so she doesn't have to pay rent, and I agreed. I have an extra room in my house which I inherited from my grandma, so I don't have to worry about rent either. Long story short, it's been rough living with a baby whose mother needs so much more help than one person can provide. Our parents live too far to be of any help. Anyway, I didn't mind waking up half of the time to give Lucas his bottle or staying with him when he needed some time. When she needed some time to herself. I also paid for everything that both Maya and my nephew are stable enough that she resumed working. She started pushing for more. She expected me to pay for everything, but I told her it's harder now that I'm not putting in as many hours and I get paid per hour. Still, she buys nothing and I end up paying anyway. Anyways, she also thinks it doesn't make sense to pay for daycare when I'm home most of the day. Maya, don't do that. Don't do that. I ended up paying for it myself when she wouldn't. I think it's important to add I refuse to adopt Lucas. Everyone has always known I will adopt a child or more in the future, but when Maya asked, I didn't think she would be willing to stay in her bio son's life if as an aunt, and I don't think the confusion would do anyone any good. So Monday, she asked me to take Lucas to his hospital appointment, and I said no. I told her to take a day off for that because my job hasn't been doing well lately as I've been spending too much time taking care of Lucas. She pointed out how this is my nephew and if I adopt kids, I will make sacrifices too. To which I said I will make them when the time comes, but I'm not Lucas's dad. And although I'm happy to help where I can, I shouldn't be expected to change my life for him. Maya took a day off, but since the appointment, she hasn't spoken to me except a yes or no mumble when I talk to her. And she's been keeping Lucas in her room when he's not at daycare. I love the little guy with all my life, and I'm wondering if maybe I took things too far. Am I the asshole? You're not the asshole, honey. Baby, your sister needs to go to jail. Actually, we are putting your sister in jail. Because why did you decide to give birth to that baby if you know you weren't going to be present in his life or take care of him? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Stop being so entitled. Get your shit together and focus on being a good mother. Your sister needs to go to jail. You're not an asshole. I've said it. Okay, fourth and final story. Am I the asshole for refusing to cook meals with less flourishes for my sister-in-law? I, female 28. Oh, this one's a bit long, but like, I, female 28, make meals every day for me and my husband, male 31, to take to work. I enjoy adding my own personal flourish to my meals. Or usually something like putting toppings with the shape of a heart. Oh, that's cute. I want my husband to do that for me. Okay, let's be serious. Let's be serious. I'm sorry, let's be serious. Okay, toppings in the shape of a heart or drawing a cute face on a snack. It's a fun hobby of mine and it brings me joy later in the day to open my lunch and see it's nicely arranged. A few years ago, my sister-in-law, female 33, had to take a lower paying job after an accident left her unable to work at her previous one. I began making her meals like I did for my husband and myself, as I knew she was struggling both financially and emotionally. She lives very close to us, so my husband always just dropped them off on his commute to work. Always added my extra touch to her meals as well, as I enjoy cooking and figured it would be a nice thing to do. However, she called me a few months ago and asked if I could stop making her lunches so bougious. I legitimately thought she was joking, seaweed, calling a heart-shaped piece of seaweed bougious. But according to her, none of her colleagues at work have such elaborate lunches, and it makes her feel as if she's flaunting her status. She's not paying me for the lunches, and it takes my extra 10 minutes maximum to add a fun touch to them. So I was confused on her train of thought. I thought maybe her workers were taking her lunch and she didn't want to tell me, but I agreed to make the lunches less fancy because I wanted her to feel comfortable. Since I make the extra since I make the exact same meal for all three of us, now I just don't put effort into presentation of one of them. Since my husband drops off the lunch on his way to work, there has been one or two times where he has accidentally given her the wrong box. I have labeled which box is not flourished, but the rush of the commute there is still but in the rush of the commute there is still the occasional instance of taking the wrong box. My sister-in-law asked me a few days ago if I could just stop making both me and my husband lunch fancy. Babes, what do you mean? What do you mean? Anyways, if I could stop making sorry, I lost where I was. Where was I? My sister-in-law asked me a few days ago if I could stop making both me and my husband's lunch fancy due to the risks of her being given the wrong one. I refused, as it makes me happy to see the extra touch of personality in the food, and told her that she wouldn't die from one accidental fancy meal, which she was furious at and hung up on me. I'm trying to like pity. Let's finish this. She has been refusing to talk to me over the past few days, and when I tried to call her to reason, she kept hanging up. She has told my husband that she will only talk to me if I agree to stop making all the lunches so gorgeous. Oh my. I'm still making her lunches every day and my husband's dropping them off. While my husband agrees with me that her demand was out of order, he has now said that maybe I should just make all the food less flourished, just so she will not be angry if there's an accidental swap of lunches. I know it will be easy on me to just not flourish the food, but I don't want to give up my hobby for a theoretical chance of her receiving the wrong box. Am I the ass? for refusing. Oh my, this actually got me really angry. This actually got me so mad. How about you just stop making her lunch? How about that? Because number one, she doesn't even sound graceful. She needs to go to jail. Okay, maybe not jail, but like, she's the asshole. What the hell? Come on, man. You need to be grateful. You're not grateful. And you have the and the husband, oh my. Okay. She doesn't appreciate the fact that you're being, babes, you're not the asshole. You're definitely not the asshole. My days. Oh my. Maybe if you stop making her lunches, maybe then she will like kick the fact that, oh, this lady has been doing something nice for me all along. Because what the hell? The audacity, the temerity. What do you mean? What do you mean? And the husband, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Better run, because how dare you? No, you're not the asshole. Anyways, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.